throwing now. Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it. Snead's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
He's checking. Scratch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We got three. Hurry. Check. 40's mine. 40's mine. You never win. Let's go, baby. Mike's 40. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Browns nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's Beckham. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Ravens 14. Browns nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. First down, Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Switch.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 5. 1st down, Cleveland.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
The tackle made.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Browns have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Chris Moore returning it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 16 yards on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Matt Judon there to bring him down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Mayfield down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A 35-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. Now Jackson on first down. Quick slant to Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Stepping up, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
On the carry.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
A 3-yard loss on the
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I'll bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. He'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. In the game.
7-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7, and the Browns 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Beckham Jr.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Ravens 38, Browns 15. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games.